Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one...
Really? What makes you say that?
I never saw symptoms like this when I was in France. Not at all.
I see. Do you have anything more?
This disease spreads and looks...
This is very interesting.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected...
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine?
There's a lot we're not seeing here.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise...
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doctor.
I have made inquiries about the men.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage.
There is no hunt, and nobody...
Your lies demean you, Doctor.
Tell me, Thelma.
I saw one and he saw me.
You mean you actually saw a...
Yes, and it has been the...
You have no idea what...
Why fear the truth? Strange thing.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious to know who you were.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
Come now, we can handle this.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
I located the shop, but it was...
I was afraid of such bad news.
That's quite a list you ordered.
This dreadful influenza, of course.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison?
Is this not true of any medical substance, Doctor?
As long as you promise to be scrupulous.
That's all I'm asking for.
Goodbye. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect. Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Aykroyd. I need to talk to you.
Please do so.
We'll talk...
down, my boy.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys! He's a killer! Ah!
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know.
They've lost their minds in the epidemic.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Miss...
Carnage. Is Father This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. It's locked, all right. As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word. Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
A vampire, crying over the death of a loved one. It sounds like a bad joke.
No, Jonathan. She was your sister. And the pain of her death, the hunger that killed her, will stab at you for years. It's important to cry for those you love.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel. This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Christ, he's dead! Over there! Vermin!
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul.
There are no secrets from God, my son.
I've words for one departed.
Your eyes burn with rage.
Very well, priest.
Open your heart, my son.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled.
It was an accident.
I see.
I wish I could
I have a final question for you.
Ask your question.
What would you like it?
I'm so sorry, Mary.
You have been heard, my son.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you any news of Nurse Cra-
I'll never know what goes on in that place.
Goodbye.
There is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is as depraved as Jezebel.
Really? Why is that?
This woman runs no medical facility.
I have found Samuel, your
I already expected the worst.
Yes.
Samuel steadily made donations to our...
Your disciple, Samuel.
No! Samuel was a...
He defiled the dead with his petty theft.
Think what you will. When this city...
Your precious Samuel, you...
If that's true...
I have...
Fancy buying some...
You never... Do you have any news of...
I guess what she does for people makes...
Right then.
Distribute.
Good evening, sir.
You're here for a...
I'm not here for a
doctor?
Do you require a
Not me, but...
Since I took an oath...
Well, seen better...
Infecting you is...
What?
I want to know everything.
Well, rent may be a...
Take this as my final
Really? What you gonna do?
You seem to have recovered.
Not much. It was a fuck...
You'd better not come back. It's unusual.
Why?
That's an unusual...
I don't see why I should shed...
Goodbye.
Welcome back.
Good evening, nurse.
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
Show me what you have in stock, please.
Will give you faith again. Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the swan reptilian.
beast must die! On Christ!
The power of the Lord commands you!
Over there!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of mine.
This is your doing. You.
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of...
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in...
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford...
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan. She...
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize...
Rest assured, I will protect you.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop it...
Very well, since I brought Mr. Hampton. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.